So we've left Indian Key and we're sailing to Little Shark River. It's about 33 nautical miles. Take us about 6 hours. We left at 7:30 a.m. There early afternoon. Nice. We're sailing with just the head sail up because we're going pretty much downwind for one of the first times on our whole trip, which is optimal. Got about 10 knots of apparent wind speed and we're trucking along at 5 knots.
Mother, Mother Ocean, I have heard you call, wanting to sail upon your waters since I was 3 feet tall. You've seen it all, you've seen it all. Watch the man who rowed you switch from sails to steam. In your belly you hold the treasure you have ever seen. Most of them dreams, most of them dreams. Yes, I am a pirate, 200 years too late. Cannons don't thunder, there's nothing to plunder. I'm an over 40 victim of fate. Arriving too late, arriving too late.
Try not to fall overboard.
I go for younger women, live with several a while. Though I ran them away, they'll come back one day, still could manage a smile. Just takes a while.
So we're coming into Little Shark River,
Just takes a while.
in the middle of the Everglades.
Mother, Mother Ocean, after all
The wind was great. We sailed all the way here.
occupation, no has there been. My occupation's just not around. Feel like I drown, gonna head uptown. Feel like I've drowned, gonna head uptown.
So there's one trawler already anchored here in the first bend, but you can go miles up this Little Shark River into the Everglades, and the depth is right. Coming into the Little Shark River is amazing. The river is lined with some of the tallest mangrove trees in the world. They must be about 60 feet high. It's a big, wide river. It's like 15 feet deep. The river almost has a mysterious, spooky feel to it. We motored about a mile upriver before dropping anchor. Alright, we'll have the anchor down shortly. Back it down, start hanging out. Ever wonder how we get the dinghy off the foredeck and into the water? Well, here you go. Alright, we've got our anchor down in the Everglades here at Little Shark River. Got the dinghy in the water, and we've got our mosquito netting that we made here that goes all around the cockpit deployed. Very quiet here. Really, really secluded. We're far away from everything. And we've seen sea turtles poking their heads up right here around the boat, and some dolphin, lots of birds. I've been the skunk ape. Jake the skunk ape.
Yep.
We're on the lookout for him too. Now the sun has set here. I'm just hanging out here in the cockpit. It's smelling really good. Because Lindy's down here making some garlic bread, pasta, and sausage. Ooh, it looks like it's getting plated. After a delicious dinner, we settled in for a peaceful Everglades sleep before waking up and watching a beautiful sunrise the next morning. And then starting some serious nature watching. At this low tide, a group of tarpon hang out right there at that point and roll. There was one. There they go. Nature watching in the Little Shark River was top notch. Not only did we see these giant tarpon rolling every day, we would also see dolphin, manatee, as well as a ton of sea turtles floating in and out on the tide. Water birds were plentiful, with daily sightings of pelicans, white egret, great blue herons, little blue herons, tricolored herons, as well as cormorants, anhinga, and even roseate spoonbills. With all this nature around, I even tried my hand at my miserable attempts at fishing. I got my first fish to eat. He's right at 15-inch trout. Woohoo!
Congrats!
Yahoo! That night we ate fresh fish, watched a beautiful sunset, and got ready to explore the Everglades by dinghy the next day.
There's a cowboy in the jungle, and he looks so out of place, with his shrimp skin boots and his cheap cheroots and his skin as white as paste, heading south to Paraguay, where the gauchos sing and shout. Now he's stuck in Portobello since his money all ran out. So he hangs out with the sailors, night and day they're raising hell. In his original destination's just another story that he loves to tell. With no plans for the future, he still seems in control. From a Bronco ride to a 10-foot tide, he just had to learn to roll. Roll with the punches, play all of his hunches, make the best of whatever came his way. What he lacked in ambition, he made up in intuition. Each night as the sun set, we watched as flocks of all different kinds of water birds returned from the Gulf back into the Everglades. And their music floats across the bay, while American women in moo-moos talk about all the things they did today. And their husband. After the sun would set, we prepared ourselves for the official state bird of Florida, the mosquito. So this is the time of night that the mosquitoes come out. Hundreds of mosquitoes that I can see trying to get through the screen to us. They're over there next to you too, Lindy?
Oh yeah.
There's no way we could sit out here without this mosquito netting. Night has fallen in the Everglades, and we got Lindy down below. What you making, Lindy?
Stir fry. Veggie stir fry. It's gonna be yummy.
Turn off my little solar lantern. After dinner I'll take some videos, we'll listen to some owls. The Little Shark River is a special place filled with natural beauty. We spent 4 wonderful nights there and barely saw a soul the entire time. Then it was time to head on to Cape Sable. So after 4 nights at Little Shark River, we pulled up anchor this morning and motored here to Cape Sable. So luckily we had some good weather forecast, and we're gonna spend tonight here before we're leaving early tomorrow, going across Florida Bay to Marathon in the Florida Keys. But this is a beach in the middle of the Everglades. There's nothing for miles and miles from here. So we're gonna go over here to this beach and hang out. We packed up our beach gear and took the short dinghy ride over to the beach, watching for the saltwater crocodiles that we'd heard lay up on the beach there. Luckily we didn't see any. So Lindy's picked out this shady spot right up here for us to set up camp. Looks wonderful.
There's no footprints on this beach.
No footprints on this beach. This is pretty cool. We spent the afternoon walking and exploring around the beach, eating lunch, and just sitting around and reading. It was a wonderful day. So we spent some time at the beach, and now we've motored around over here to this Middle Cape Canal, which goes into Lake Ingram. On the trip from the beach over to the pass into the lake, the dinghy motor was running a little rough and had shut off a couple of times. We continued on, thinking at worst we'd just have to row back to Holiday if the motor died completely. Wow, it's big.
Yeah.
Gonna go ahead and turn around?
Yeah.
Because this current is swift, and if I have to paddle against it, it's
Yeah.
gonna take us a long time.
Yeah.
Oh, too late. It was fire drill time as we tried to keep the motor going and get out of the current back into the Gulf and on our way to Holiday. Finally we made it, and with enough adventure for the day, it was time to spend the evening hanging out, cooking, eating, and watching the sunset. So we've got a cloudy sunset, but we've got some decent color here at Cape Sable. Lindy's got dinner started down here. Got some potatoes in the oven. Steak night. Got to work on some mushrooms and onions, it looks like, huh, Lindy?
They're trying to drink all the punches. They all may lose their lunches. Trying to cram lost years into 5 or 6 days. Seems that blind ambition erase their intuition. Plowing straight ahead, come what may. Now I don't wanna live on that kind of island. No, I don't wanna swim in a roped off sea. Too much for I can count the falling stars, while the Southern Cross and the satellites, they remind me of where we are. Spinning around in circles, living it day to day. And still 24 hours, maybe 60 good years, it's still not that long a stay. We gotta roll with the punches, learn to play all of our hunches, making the best of whatever comes your way. Forget that blind ambition and learn to trust your intuition, plowing straight ahead, come what may.